Good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome to the Nation Network. Tony Schiavone here with you, and tonight, the WCW brings you Bash at the Beach. Coming to you live from Orlando, Florida, where the World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair will be defending the title against Hulk Hogan.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW World Television Championship.
All right, fans, we got a title match to kick things off here as part of the old school flashback. This is Bash at the Beach. We take a look at the challenger coming to the ring at this time, Johnny B. Bad.
Well, Johnny B. Bad thinks he's going to become the new World Television Champion. I got news for you. He's going to have a tough time getting that done against the champion.
No doubt about that. Lord Steven Regal is the WCW World Television Champion, and he has held that title for some time now. And say what you will about the man, he is a very highly effective in-ring competitor. He's taken on all comers. His tactics may be a little bit questionable at times, no doubt about that. But I'll tell you right now, he can get it done in the ring.
Yeah, well, you don't become the World Television Champion because you can't wrestle. Regal may be one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. And what I love about him the most is he's willing to do whatever it takes to win. He understands he would be a graduate of the Jesse the Body School. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Well, I know those are things that you definitely live your life by.
Introducing the challenger.
Why not? It works.
From Georgia, weighing in at 232 pounds, Johnny B. Bad.
All right, there is the challenger.
Introducing the champion from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 243 pounds. He is the WCW World Television Champion, Stephen Reed L.
Lord Steven Regal. And the crowd here in Orlando, Florida, not particularly fond of him.
Well, you know what? I don't think that's going to be something that bothers him in the least. Why would he care about their opinion? He's got the title. That's all that matters. Let me ask you a question. How would you describe Johnny B. Bad?
Well, he's a very talented individual, no doubting that.
Yeah, but just overall, how would you describe him?
I don't know. I'd say he's flamboyant.
Flamboyant. No, I was flamboyant. He's a little bit different. He's kind of special, if you know what I mean.
All right, now he's going for the cover, and he almost got Regal by surprise. Boy, was that close. Rolls him up, shoulders are down. Look at this. Regal doesn't know what's going on.
Oh, and now he reverses it.
2.5 count. Oh, my goodness. That was a close one. Irish whip sends him to the ropes, and now Johnny B dropping down, comes back up. Devastating knife edge chop, and down goes Regal.
Well, I'll say one thing for the flamboyant one. He's definitely off to a pretty big start right here now.
Oh, he got him again. Shoulders down. And Regal again reversing it.
Well, I told you these are two guys right here. Regal, he'll out-wrestle anybody, and he's proven it right here. Turning, and Johnny B. Bad moves on against him.
Wow, stiff forearm shot by the television champion, and he knows that that title's in jeopardy right now. He may have thought it was going to be an easy match, but that is definitely not the case. As Regal now handing out some punishment to the challenger. Fans, tonight we're going to see some of the biggest names in the business. Stunning Steve Austin is here to defend that United States Championship against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And of course we have our main event.
Yeah, of course we have our main event. No one's going to forget about that one. Ric Flair to defend the world title against Chump Hogan. You notice how he always follows me wherever I go.
Knee drop to the head by Regal. And the champion now in the driver's seat, at least for the moment. Johnny B. Bad, Russian leg sweep, and he caught the champion. Nicely executed right there. And now Regal with the big back body drop sends Johnny B all the way to the canvas.
Look at that move right there by Regal. That's what I'm talking about. That is a trained wrestler. He is great at the mat game. He is great at grappling, using Johnny B. Bad's momentum against him.
Another quick attempt right there by Regal. Both of these men have tried numerous times to go for a quick cover. And both have come very close on a number of occasions in this one. Oh, cross body block, and he's got him. Will it be enough to become a new champion? No. Johnny B. Bad. He says he's a bad man.
Yeah, well, he may say it. I'm not so sure I agree with it.
Inverted atomic knee drop, and Regal in trouble. He's got him up. Look at this. Tutti Frutti, and he connects. He hooks the leg. This could be over. 1, 2. Regal gets a shoulder off the mat.
Well, he's a bad man, maybe, but I'll tell you right now, that didn't look too bad what he just did there.
Now Johnny B having some fun at the expense of Regal. And now the champion making a pay.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Big mistake made by Johnny B. Bad, giving him the opportunity to get back into the action. And now the champion handing out the punishment once again.
Now Johnny B. Bad with that rounding right hand. Connected with Regal. And now the champion attacking the leg and the knee of Johnny B. Bad. Goes for the suplex, he caught him, floats over the top, Shoulders are down. Referee is there. Will that be enough? One. New champion. Oh, out the back door, Regal comes.
Well, Johnny B. Bad has come close on more than one occasion, but he hasn't been able to put him away.
Well, once again, Johnny B. perhaps making a mistake. Big elbow, nobody home.
That's what I'm talking about. He keeps going to the well, and eventually that well comes up dry.
And now the champion connecting with some devastating shots. Regal, cover, hooks the leg is 1, 2, and he got him. He ought to use the ropes.
Well, that's what I told you early on. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. But at the end of the day, who's the television champion?
Fans, we take a look back at some of the moments here from this one. It was back and forth. Katie bar the door, and right here, I thought here it is, the Tutti Frutti connecting. And I thought that was going to be it. Regal's shoulders were down, but he couldn't keep them there.
Well, like I said, a lot of great opportunities for Johnny B. Bad, but he just didn't have what it took to put it away.
Steven Regal retains the championship.
Still WCW World Television Champion, Steven Regal.
Fans, that is the kickoff here to the Bash at the Beach. Plenty more still to come here on the Nation Network. Stay with us.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW United States Championship.
All right, fans, this is for the United States Championship. Here's Bart of Bash at the Beach. Here comes your challenger, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Well, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, he has been champion many times in the past, whether it's a U.S. title, Intercontinental title, World Heavyweight Championship, or even Tag Team Champion. Steamboat knows what it takes to get the job done, and I won't take that away from him. But tonight, against Stunning Steve Austin, I believe he will be coming up short.
Well, I can say one thing for sure. I would never, ever bet against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat in a big match, and this is a big match. Here comes the champion. Former television champion, Stunning Steve Austin. The proud owner of that title right there. Some bad blood between these two men leading up to this match.
Well, you know what? Austin has nothing to worry about here because Ricky Steamboat, oh, wait a minute.
Steamboat went for the slide out, and Austin is in. And they're not going to wait for the introductions. We've got this match underway. Austin from behind. Steamboat slips out the back door.
Yeah, but just for the moment, and now the champion going to work on the challenger in the corner. At least he was.
Steamboat with those devastating chops, something he learned from the Nature Boy Ric Flair in their war.
Definitely going to work on the champion, and I'll tell you right now, end to end right now, Austin is in trouble.
Stunning Steve to the rope. Steamboat back out front. Deep arm drag by the Dragon.
Well, textbook arm drag right there. Everyone knows Ricky the Dragon Steamboat throws the meanest arm drag in the history of our business.
The crucifix, shoulders down, and only a 1 count. Will we see a new champion here crowned in this one? I don't know, but I'll tell you right now, it won't surprise me in the least.
Nice amateur style move right there by Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And again, when you look at the man's resume, you don't get that many credentials on it without knowing what you're doing inside the squared circle. From an athletic standpoint alone, there may never be another one like Ricky Steamboat. But I think the meanness and the tenacity of Stunning Steve Austin could prove to be the difference maker.
Big splash on the top rope. We might have a new champion right here. Austin just barely out the back.
Well, right now the champion is in trouble, and he'd better figure out an answer and better figure it out quickly.
And now Austin moving Steamboat over to the ropes. One thing we know right now, Stunning Steve Austin given the opportunity, he'll hit with that stun gun. Nice move by Steamboat. And now Steamboat going all the way to the top rope. Crossbody, got him. We might have a new champion. Shoulders are down, referee's there. Oh, and Austin just barely gets a shoulder up.
I thought we might have crowned a new champion. That's the money move right there by Steamboat. He's won many big matches with that one.
Irish whip sends him. Steamboat with a leapfrog down, give him a big chop. The crossbody block, hooks the leg. Will that be enough? No.
Well, that's another mistake right there. All these guys that want to pose, that want to cheer, get cheers from the fans, you got to just stay on your man. What he's doing right now is what he should have done immediately. Don't give your man an opportunity to get back in. Just ask Johnny B. Bad how that turns out.
Big clothesline now by the champion, and Steamboat is hurt for the first time in the match. Oh, Austin raining down with fists of fury to the head of the Dragon.
And now finally Stunning Steve Austin starting to have his way with the Dragon. I knew it was only a matter of time.
Oh, late to say it. Hot shot.
Well, Steamboat has that history with a bad larynx, and this could be all.
1, 2. He got him. Just like that, Stunning Steve Austin victorious. We take a look back, fans, at moments from this one.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Ricky Steamboat gave everything he had to that match. It looked to me like he might actually be pulling it off right there. I thought he might have won the title.
We see the count. Referee's right on top of it. Sees the shoulders. So many opportunities for Steamboat. But it was the one opportunity by Austin that would end up taking over.
Yeah, he set it up right there with those fists of fury. That was a good call.
Here is your winner, and still the WCW United States Champion, Stunning Steve Austin.
Stunning Steve Austin victorious here at Bash on the Beach. Fans, stay with us. Main event is next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event. Making his WCW debut, the one, the only Hulk Hogan.
Well, I'll tell you right now that Trump Hogan, in my opinion, I've never been a fan of his. He's always ducked me in the past because he knew he couldn't get it done. And I don't think he'll have any better luck here tonight against the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
All right, here comes the champion. The one and only Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Now, when you want to know what a world champion should look like, right there, you're looking at him. Styling and profiling from head to toe.
Flair's going to give up a lot in height, size, and strength to Hogan. However, the experience factor, and I cannot overemphasize this, while both men are extremely well versed in the ring, they have traveled similar paths throughout their careers. Flair has been a different style of champion, and it may be enough to propel him to victory here in tonight's match.
I would go so far as to say it will propel him to victory. I don't think Hogan gets to walk in the front door and walk away with the WCW World Championship.
Well, we are only moments away from finding out.
Introducing the challenger from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, Hulk Hogan.
One of the most recognized names, if not the most recognized name in professional wrestling.
From Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 245 pounds, he is the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
You don't think every bit as many people know the name of Ric Flair as Hulk Hogan?
Well, in honesty, it's going to be close, but I would still say Hogan is probably the most recognized professional wrestler anywhere in the world.
Yeah, I might differ with you. I think I am.
It might be a close race. I'll give you that. Referee shows Hogan what it's all about. Flair knows what it's all about. To be the man, you got to beat the man. And tonight, Hulk Hogan goes head-to-head with the man.
Well, it's been a good night to be a champion. We'll see if that continues on here.
Hogan goes for the quick scoop, or at least he tries to. However, Flair able to block it, and now Hogan sending the champion down. Big boot right to the chest, and the Nature Boy Ric Flair feeling the thunder of Hulkamania.
Well, it may be new here in the WCW, but I've been around it before, and I can tell you right now, if the fans decide they're going to get behind Hogan, as I expect they probably will because they're so fickle, then Hogan's definitely going to have some opportunities here in this one.
Flair just caught him in a roll-up one. Oh, my goodness, that was close.
See, now that right there may be the difference maker. That's what we talked about early on. Ric Flair is a different kind of champion.
Oh, Flair walks outside the ring, and now the two of these men exchanging blows ringside. This one's breaking down early. Hogan with Flair into the steel post.
Now, why would he do that? Talk about sportsmanship. Nicely done, Chumpster. There was absolutely no reason to do that.
Well, Flair went outside the ring. We all know one thing about Ric Flair. He is the dirtiest player in the game. He'll be the first one to tell you. Side headlock takedown now by the challenger, grinding one out. Wearing down Flair. Nice escape, however, by the champion. Hogan gets him back to his feet. Flair with an uppercut. Stuns. The Immortal one, and now Flair outside the ring trying to perhaps regain his composure. Smart move by Flair.
Absolutely, very smart move. Get yourself together, clear the cobwebs, get back in the ring on equal ground.
Well, that said, right now it is Hogan getting the advantage again. Went for the clothesline, nobody home. Flair ducking it out. And attacking the knee of Hogan.
Well, that's smart for a number of reasons. Number one, anyone who knows anything knows that Hogan's got bad wheels. Number two, everyone knows Ric Flair's going to try and sink in that figure four leg lock.
Hogan in control right now, the champion. How long will it last? Went for the clothesline. Flair was ready.
Two of the biggest names in our industry going head-to-head for the first time for the World Heavyweight Champion here in WCW.
Hogan with the fans soundly behind him right now. Look at this. Orlando Arena coming unglued. Familiar stomping grounds here for the Hulkster. Former Royal Rumble winner in this very building.
Yeah, Orlando's been nice to him, and of course he makes his home in Tampa, Florida, so it's not a very long drive for him to get here. He'll be sleeping in his own bed tonight. The question is, will he be doing it as the world champion?
Flair now fighting back against Hogan. The Nature Boy cinches him up. Going for the suplex, has him up in the air. Couldn't hold it. And Hogan again. I'll tell you what. The Nature Boy almost broken in half right there. Big boot right to the head. He caught him. Hogan hits the rope. This could be it.
No, 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 no.
He dropped the leg. Referee's there. 1, 2. He got him. Wait a minute.
He kicked out.
He did not kick out.
He kicked out. The referee's right there. Who you going to argue with?
We got a new world champion. Something is wrong here in Orlando. I'll tell you, something stinks. The Hulkster knows that something just went south on him. Drops Flair with a DDT. Oh my goodness.
Well, Ric Flair has to take advantage of the opportunity that's been presented. There may be a little questionability, but the referee was right there. He was the closest man. He may have saw daylight between the shoulder blades and the mat. You can't say anything. You weren't as close as he was.
What I can tell you is it looked like he hesitated on that third count, and I don't know why. Flair with an arm drag, and Hogan goes down. Hogan. Back body drop right to the middle of the ring. Flair now in control. Flair working on the arm of Hogan.
Well, I would go back to the legs personally if I were Flair. I think he's got a lot more to work with on that end.
Hogan has Flair up and puts him down with a resounding slam. No doubt about that one. Clothesline, Flair's down. Hogan hooks the leg. This could be it. Flair's got the ropes. Referee doesn't see it.
What the hell just happened here?
The referee didn't see it.
Now you want to talk about a travesty of justice? There it is right there.
We've got a new World Heavyweight Champion. These two icons in the middle of the ring. Flair will have nothing to do with it. Ladies and gentlemen, there is your winner and the new WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Hulk Hogan. For Jesse the Body, this is Tony Schiavone saying so long from Bash at the Beach. Thank you for joining us, fans, here on the Nation Network. We'll see you ringside.